I had this guy call me. And he's like, hey, can I reserve a PlayStation 4? And I'm like, we actually are sold out of PlayStation 4s, but we can put you on a waiting list. And he was like, oh, no, thank you. I'll call back later. And I was like, all right, it's free to be on the waiting list, but whatever. This guy starts flipping out on the phone because he's like, I've been calling for weeks and weeks, and you don't have one. You're not going to have one for me? And I'm like, no. My district manager calls me, and he's like, hey, who is this guy that's freaking out? And I'm like, oh, it's a guy that just never got on the waiting list. He storms like halfway out of the store. Then he says he's going home to get his 12 gauge to come back and shoot me in the face. The dude actually comes back, and the cop is like, hey, can I look in your car? But he ends up looking in his car anyway, actually does find a 12 gauge shotgun. 4 or 5 cop cars show up, and like this dude's just sitting there in the back of a cop car. What in the Sam hell were you thinking? But no, I honestly thought I was gonna get shot in the face that night, but unfortunately I lived and had to work at GameStop a couple more years.